Googs, how much of a dream come true is this for this program? Haven't been there in 45 years. To see the name up there, what was it like for you and your guys watching this?
Yeah, I was happy for the guys. Again, they've worked really hard, not only this year but last year, coming into this year. We had high expectations. We weren't picked very high in our conference. We didn't start out very well, but our guys persevered, worked hard, and couldn't be happier for the guys.
I heard you say yesterday, why not us? You get to play the defending national champs. Why not you to go out there and upset them, right?
Absolutely. We're playing really good baseball right now, and we're hot. It's a combination. Our guys are really believing in themselves and in the process and in the team and in their teammates. And we're playing really good baseball. We're pitching it. We're swinging it well. So why not us? And again, I'm excited to get out there. I've never played Oregon State, but we've played Michigan. We've played Creighton, so very familiar with those teams. They're very good programs, but excited at the draw that we had.
The guys we talked to said that they like the draw. They wouldn't want it any other way. Do you like that mentality that they want to play the best of the best?
I do. My biggest thing is I don't like always changing time zones, but that's irrelevant now. I like to try to stay in our time zone, but it's exciting to go out to Oregon State and play in a great venue. They got a great crowd following. It's going to be a good environment.
Talked to AJ briefly, and he talked about this maybe being a culture shift in UC baseball, that this becomes the standard that you guys kind of point to. That's not an easy thing to do, to shift that kind of culture. You've done it in a short period of time. What's been the key, Scott, to getting this team to believing they can do something like this?
Yeah, that's a good point. We're still in the process. We still have a long way to go, but we're making strides right now. I think the biggest part is that on our scorecard every day I write belief. And early in the season was believe in the process. When you're 1-9, sometimes you're looking at the results and, hey, we're not getting the results we want. But you got to believe in and trust in the process, that the coaches and the players, we know what we're doing. We're trying to get you to be successful. And the guys are believing, and not only in the process and in what we're doing, but they're believing in themselves. And that's the biggest thing I've seen the last 2 weeks is the guys really believe in themselves and feel like they can beat and compete with anybody.
You've experienced the moment of seeing your team pop up on the screen. These guys have never experienced that. What's that moment like? You know you're in, you know you're going to get there, but still to see the moment when your name pops up there and you're part of this select few teams. What's that moment like?
It's funny because there's some anxiety, and we know we're in. We're obviously one of the automatic qualifiers, so your name's going to be called, but you're still sitting there going, man, when are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Who's going to be on a regional? So there's some anticipation. There's an excitement about it. There really is, and it's exciting that. For me personally, I'm going to a different regional. I think it's great to go and have the experiences, and I don't take it for granted because there are a lot of head coaches, really good head coaches, that never made regionals. And I told the guys that you just can't take it for granted. And we're there. Why not us? Let's compete. And let's put our best foot forward.
You're a guy that's had a lot of success in May. What is that about? Is it how you build a team? Is it how you build a culture? What do you think has allowed your teams to have success when it matters the most?
I don't know. Probably the thing I would say is try to let the guys be who they are at the end of the season. We work hard in the fall. We work hard during the preseason, during the season, during the conference. Once we get in the late in the season, be who you are. Try not to be someone you're not. I know my first regional. I was pretty uptight, and our guys played uptight, and I was trying to be somebody I wasn't, and you can see by some of the actions. And again, I don't always like all the actions that go into the dugout, but our guys are having fun, and we talk about it. It's either your prison or your playground. I want it to be their playground. I want them to be out there and enjoying being with their teammates and having fun out there. But also, they were locked in, and that's the other part. They're locked in, ready to go, and I think that's the biggest key is not getting distracted by other things.
Will the shot bat be making it out to Corvallis?
I don't even know if it made back on the bus. I think that they could probably engineer it again, but I'm not sure.
Do you like that?
I didn't, but I saw it on Twitter. When I saw it on Twitter, I kind of liked it, because I was doing the interview at the end of the game, and all of a sudden they came over. I'm like, I had no idea what that was, and and then I got dumped on the water, so it was pretty neat. Again, like I said, I don't want to be that fuddy-duddy old guy, I want to, but it was fun, and it's a great group to be around. We did bust back last night. we had a lot of fun. We played games on the bus. There was music on the bus. You know, a lot of hugging, a lot of laughing. It was until about midnight when things really started slowing down. But it's just a great group to be around. And again, I credit the seniors, our leadership, with all that.
Take me through the experience of being up 22-5 in a conference championship game. Is it a weird feeling because it's usually a 7-6 game? Or?
Yeah, it is, and you know, whether you're up that much or it's a close game, like we always talk about, you can't chase out, so you got to let the game, you know, dictate the pace. And you know, you're sitting there going, I'm sitting there trying to think about how can I get somebody out. Like, do I just walk off the base, get tagged out? Because you want the game to end. I mean, it was a long game, but you know, you just have to let it play out. But it was. I was able to breathe a little bit there the last 3 innings. I know that because again, it was good though.
The bats were kind of hot and cold all year. Was it just they kept working and kept grinding and were able to find a groove, or was it something you knew about those teams that you had faced them before? Or?
No, it's our guys. You know, we do a lot of early work. We got a lot of swings in, and we swing. We were swinging quite a bit, and it just. I think at some point in time, man, you feel confident with that bat in your hand, and you're going to be able to produce, and that's what's happening.
Is that the hottest you've had one of your teams run in a tournament like that?
I think so. You know, again, I've had some hot teams, and again, you want to be clicking at this time of year, but you know, AJ Bump has swung the bat well, and I joke around when AJ goes, we go, but there are a lot of other guys that swung it well. Jace Mercer swung it well, Joey Weimer, Joey Bellini, Cole Murphy. Everybody's swinging the bat well, and you need, you know, tough outs 1 through 9.
When you got this job 2 off seasons ago, how long did you think it was going to take to get to where you're standing here in front of us?
You know, I didn't really think in years, but you know, you also think that, you know, maybe you'll never get to the regional. Like I said, there are a lot of really good coaches that don't make it to the regional, and you know, I didn't really focus on that. You know, my thing is focus on the process, focus on getting the culture where we want to, keep building on the tradition here at UC, and good things happen. And you know, that's the biggest focus we have right now, and that's where let the guys play.
All right, Goose.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.